My beloved child, don't skip this message. Listen carefully because what you are about to hear carries a sense of urgency unlike anything before. You were guided here for a reason. Out of countless messages, videos, and distractions, something pulled your attention toward these words. That is why Archangel Michael says to stay until the end. Something important is unfolding in your life, and the timing of this message is not an accident. What happens next may completely change the way you see the challenges, delays, and unanswered prayers you have been carrying. For a long time, you have been asking questions that seem to have no answers. You have wondered why certain doors remained closed. You have wondered why some opportunities slipped away just when they seemed within reach. You have wondered whether your efforts were being noticed at all. There were nights when you felt discouraged and mornings when you forced yourself to keep moving despite uncertainty. Yet through every setback, you continued walking forward. Through every disappointment, you continued hoping. And according to this message, that persistence matters more than you realize. Listen carefully because this changes everything. Archangel Michael says that many people give up moments before a breakthrough. They allow frustration to convince them that nothing is changing. They allow temporary delays to make them believe that progress has stopped. What they cannot see is that some of the most important shifts happen beneath the surface long before they become visible. Seeds grow underground before anyone sees the first sign of life. Preparation happens before opportunity appears. Growth happens before results become obvious. There is someone listening to this message who has felt exhausted recently. You have carried responsibilities that others do not fully understand. You have continued showing up even when motivation felt weak. You have continued trying even when results seemed slow. Archangel Michael's message is simple: do not underestimate the strength you have shown. Every lesson, every challenge, every difficult season has been developing qualities within you that will serve you in the future. Stay till the end because what happened next changed everything. One day, a person looked back at a difficult season and suddenly realized that every setback had taught something valuable. Every delay had redirected them away from something unsuitable. Every challenge had built resilience. What once looked like obstacles began looking like preparation. The entire story made more sense from the other side of the struggle. My beloved child, heaven reveals that something big does not always arrive in the way people expect. Sometimes it is a new opportunity. Sometimes it is clarity after confusion. Sometimes it is a relationship that brings peace. Sometimes it is the courage to make a decision that has been delayed for too long. Sometimes it is simply a new level of confidence that changes everything about the way you move through life. Listen carefully because this next revelation is powerful. The reason this message emphasizes that you didn't skip is symbolic. It is not about watching a video or reading a message. It is about the fact that you did not quit on yourself. You did not completely surrender your hopes. You did not stop learning. You did not stop growing. Even when life became difficult, you continued taking steps forward. That perseverance is worth recognizing. There are moments in life when people expect dramatic miracles while overlooking meaningful progress already happening around them. They focus only on what has not arrived and fail to appreciate what has already changed. Archangel Michael reminds you to notice your growth. Notice your wisdom. Notice the strength you now possess that you did not have a year ago. These changes are evidence that your journey has not been wasted. Stay till the end because this changes everything. Heaven reveals that opportunities often arrive disguised as ordinary moments. A conversation. A decision. A chance meeting. A new perspective. A simple action taken at the right time. Many breakthroughs begin quietly before they become obvious. That is why remaining attentive and open matters so much. My beloved child, there is also an important lesson hidden within this message. Do not allow fear to convince you that the future is already decided. Do not allow past disappointments to become predictions about tomorrow. Every day contains possibilities that did not exist before. Every new season contains opportunities that could not have appeared earlier. Life continues unfolding, and your story continues evolving. Listen carefully because this next moment may be exactly what someone needed to hear. If you have been feeling discouraged, take this as a reminder to keep moving forward. If you have been feeling uncertain, take this as a reminder that growth often happens before results become visible. If you have been feeling forgotten, remember that your value is not determined by how quickly things happen. And here is the beautiful truth Archangel Michael wants you to hear today. Something meaningful is indeed coming into your life, but not because you watched a message until the end. It is coming because you continued growing. Because you continued learning. Because you continued showing courage when life became difficult. Because you refused to let challenges completely define your future. So walk forward with confidence, my beloved child. Continue taking wise steps. Continue investing in your growth. Continue treating others with kindness and yourself with patience. Stay open to opportunities. Stay ready for new beginnings. Stay willing to recognize blessings even when they arrive in unexpected forms. Because one day, you may look back on this season and realize that the big thing was already beginning. It was the wisdom you gained. The strength you developed. The opportunities you became prepared to receive. The person you were becoming. And when that realization arrives, you will understand that every step of the journey had value. The ending of this story is not fear. The ending is hope. The ending is not waiting. The ending is preparation. And the ending is a reminder that your future is still being written, filled with possibilities, opportunities, and chapters that have not yet been revealed. Stay hopeful, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Some of the best pages of your story may still be ahead. My beloved child, don't skip this message. Listen carefully because Archangel Michael says the story is only beginning. If you have stayed this far, then there is something your spirit needs to hear today. You may feel like nothing significant is happening. You may look around and see the same challenges, the same unanswered questions, and the same delays that have followed you for months. But Archangel Michael says appearances can be deceiving. Some of the greatest changes begin long before they become visible. Stay till the end because what happens next may completely change the way you view this season of your life. For a long time, you have been carrying burdens that few people know about. You have smiled while dealing with worries. You have encouraged others while needing encouragement yourself. You have continued moving forward even when your energy felt exhausted. There were moments when you wondered if your efforts mattered. Moments when you questioned whether anyone truly understood how hard you were trying. Yet heaven reveals that every step has been noticed. Every lesson has been shaping you. Every challenge has been preparing you for something greater. Listen carefully because this changes everything. Archangel Michael says many people focus only on what they have lost. They count the opportunities that disappeared. They count the relationships that ended. They count the prayers that seem unanswered. But what they often fail to see are the dangers they avoided, the lessons they gained, and the strength they developed along the way. Sometimes protection looks like a closed door. Sometimes guidance looks like a delay. Sometimes a blessing arrives disguised as a disappointment. There is someone listening right now who has been asking, when will my breakthrough come? Archangel Michael says the better question is, who am I becoming while I wait? Because the person you are becoming today will determine how you handle the opportunities that arrive tomorrow. Growth is not punishment. Preparation is not rejection. Every challenge has been teaching you something valuable about patience, resilience, wisdom, and faith. Stay till the end because what happened next changed everything. One day, a person who felt stuck suddenly realized that their life had been changing the entire time. Their perspective had changed. Their confidence had grown. Their ability to handle difficulties had improved. The breakthrough they were waiting for did not begin with an event. It began with a transformation inside themselves. Once that shift happened, new possibilities started appearing everywhere. My beloved child, Archangel Michael reveals that something important is moving closer, but it may not arrive in the form you expect. It may come through a conversation that opens a new door. It may come through a decision you have been postponing. It may come through an opportunity that initially seems small. Many blessings begin quietly. Many miracles begin as simple moments that only reveal their significance later. Listen carefully because this next revelation is powerful. There are people who almost gave up right before things started improving. They walked away too soon. They allowed temporary frustration to convince them that permanent defeat had arrived. Archangel Michael says do not make that mistake. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep moving forward. The future cannot be fully judged by the challenges of today. There were times when you felt forgotten. Times when it seemed like everyone else's life was moving ahead while yours remained unchanged. Yet heaven reminds you that comparison steals peace. Every journey unfolds differently. Every person has unique lessons to learn. What matters is not whether your path looks like someone else's. What matters is whether you continue becoming the person you were meant to be. Stay till the end because this changes everything. Archangel Michael says one of the greatest blessings you can receive is clarity. Clarity about your priorities. Clarity about your relationships. Clarity about your purpose. Clarity removes confusion. Clarity helps you recognize opportunities that were always present but previously overlooked. Sometimes a clear mind becomes the doorway to a completely different future. My beloved child, there is wisdom hidden within this message. Do not spend all your energy waiting for a dramatic sign while ignoring the opportunities already in front of you. Pay attention to your growth. Pay attention to your choices. Pay attention to the habits and decisions that are shaping your future right now. These things matter more than most people realize. Listen carefully because the story is approaching a major turning point. Something is shifting. The lessons are becoming clearer. The preparation is creating space for possibility. The strength you have developed is preparing you for opportunities you cannot yet see. What once felt like endless waiting is beginning to reveal its purpose. But the biggest revelation is still ahead. In the next chapter, Archangel Michael reveals why this season had to happen, the hidden blessing that has been developing behind the scenes, and the powerful realization that transforms doubt into confidence and waiting into hope. Stay till the end, my beloved child. The most important part of this story has not yet been revealed. My beloved child, don't skip this part. Listen carefully because Archangel Michael says you are closer to understanding than you realize. The questions that have been following you, the delays that have tested your patience, and the challenges that have stretched your strength are all connected to a lesson that is finally beginning to reveal itself. Stay till the end because what heaven is showing now may completely change the way you see everything that has happened up to this point. For a long time, you believed that progress would look obvious. You expected doors to open immediately. You expected answers to arrive quickly. You expected certainty before taking the next step. But Archangel Michael says some of the most important growth happens when none of those things are present. It happens when you continue moving forward despite uncertainty. It happens when you keep learning despite frustration. It happens when you choose hope even when results are not yet visible. Listen carefully because this changes everything. The season you have been living through was never only about reaching a destination. It was also about developing qualities that could not have been learned any other way. Patience, resilience, wisdom, self-control, courage. These qualities are often formed during difficult seasons, not easy ones. What felt like a delay may actually have been preparation taking place behind the scenes. There were moments when you wondered if you were falling behind. You watched other people celebrate achievements while you continued facing obstacles. You questioned your timing. You questioned your decisions. You questioned whether your efforts were leading anywhere at all. Yet heaven reveals that growth is not always visible from the inside. Just because you could not see the progress clearly does not mean it was not happening. Stay till the end because what happened next changed everything. One day, a person who had spent months feeling stuck suddenly recognized how much they had changed. Their reactions were different. Their mindset was stronger. Their confidence was deeper. The same challenges that once overwhelmed them no longer had the same power. That realization became a turning point. They finally understood that transformation had been happening all along. My beloved child, Archangel Michael reveals that one of the hidden blessings in difficult seasons is clarity. Challenges expose what truly matters. They reveal which relationships are genuine. They reveal which habits need to change. They reveal strengths that might otherwise remain hidden. While the process can feel uncomfortable, the wisdom gained becomes incredibly valuable. Listen carefully because this next revelation is powerful. Something big is coming, but not necessarily in the way people often imagine. Many expect a single dramatic event to solve every problem. Yet real breakthroughs are usually built from many smaller moments. A wise decision. A new opportunity. A healthier mindset. A conversation that opens a door. A choice to stop living in fear and start living with purpose. These moments often create the biggest changes. There is someone listening right now who has been carrying unnecessary doubt. You have been questioning your worth because of temporary setbacks. You have been measuring your value by results instead of growth. Archangel Michael says stop doing that. Your value does not rise and fall with circumstances. Your value is not determined by how quickly things happen. Your value comes from who you are and who you are becoming. Stay till the end because this changes everything. The hidden blessing of this season is that it has prepared you to recognize opportunities that you may have missed before. You are becoming more aware, more thoughtful, more intentional, more capable of making decisions that align with your long-term goals. This preparation matters. It is helping shape the future you are building. My beloved child, there is wisdom hidden in every challenge. The pain taught compassion. The waiting taught patience. The uncertainty taught faith in yourself. The setbacks taught resilience. Nothing was wasted. Every experience added something valuable to your journey. Even the chapters you wished would end sooner contained lessons worth carrying forward. Listen carefully because the story is approaching its final turning point. The confusion is beginning to fade. The purpose behind the waiting is becoming clearer. The growth you worked so hard to achieve is preparing you for what comes next. The season of questioning is slowly transforming into a season of understanding. Something is changing. Something is opening. Something is preparing to move forward. Not because of luck. Not because of chance. But because you are becoming ready to handle what is ahead with greater wisdom and confidence than ever before. But the greatest revelation is still waiting. In the final chapter, Archangel Michael reveals the beautiful reason this season had to happen, the powerful blessing hidden within your journey, and the hopeful ending that transforms every setback into part of a greater story. Stay till the end, my beloved child. The best part of this message is still to come. My beloved child, if you have stayed until this moment, then listen carefully. This is the final chapter. This is the moment where the pieces begin fitting together, where confusion gives way to understanding, and where the lessons from your journey finally reveal their purpose. Archangel Michael says to stay until the end because the message you need most is here. The story was never about fear. It was never about punishment. It was never about being forgotten. It was about preparation, growth, and becoming the person capable of receiving what comes next. For so long, you looked at your challenges and saw obstacles. You looked at delays and saw disappointment. You looked at unanswered questions and saw uncertainty. Yet heaven reveals that there was another side to the story that you could not fully see. Every difficult season was teaching you something. Every setback was strengthening you. Every obstacle was helping develop qualities that would serve you far beyond the present moment. Listen carefully because this changes everything. The blessing hidden inside your journey was not only about reaching a destination. It was about becoming stronger along the way. If every door had opened immediately, you might never have developed patience. If every opportunity had arrived easily, you might never have discovered resilience. If every answer had come quickly, you might never have learned how powerful perseverance can be. The challenges were not there to destroy you. They were there to prepare you. There were moments when you felt exhausted. Moments when you questioned whether continuing forward was worth the effort. Moments when you wondered if anyone noticed how hard you were trying. Yet Archangel Michael says those moments mattered. They revealed your character. They revealed your determination. They revealed a strength that even you did not fully recognize at the time. Stay till the end because what happened next changed everything. One day, a person who had spent years focusing on what they lacked suddenly looked back and saw how much they had gained. They saw wisdom where confusion once existed. They saw confidence where doubt once lived. They saw opportunities where obstacles once stood. Most importantly, they saw a version of themselves that was stronger than they had ever imagined possible. My beloved child, Archangel Michael reveals that something meaningful is always waiting beyond a season of growth. Sometimes it is a new opportunity. Sometimes it is a healthier relationship. Sometimes it is a renewed sense of purpose. Sometimes it is simply peace of mind. Whatever form it takes, it arrives because the lessons have prepared you to recognize and appreciate it. Listen carefully because this next revelation is powerful. The phrase, "something big is coming," does not mean that every problem will disappear overnight. It means that the work you have been doing on yourself is creating new possibilities. It means that your perspective is changing. It means that your readiness is increasing. It means that doors you once overlooked may soon become visible. There is someone listening right now who needs to release the weight of the past. Stop carrying every mistake. Stop reliving every disappointment. Stop allowing old fears to control new opportunities. Heaven wants you to move forward with wisdom, not regret. Learn from the past, but do not live there. The next chapter deserves your attention more than the last one. Stay till the end because this changes everything. The beautiful truth is that you are not the same person who began this journey. You have grown. You have learned. You have survived challenges that once seemed impossible. You have gained insights that can never be taken away from you. Those changes are part of the blessing. My beloved child, the greatest miracle in this story may not be an event at all. It may be the transformation that has already taken place within you. The courage you developed. The patience you practiced. The wisdom you gained. The strength you discovered. These gifts will remain with you long after temporary circumstances change. And here is the message Archangel Michael wants you to carry into the future. Continue moving forward. Continue making wise choices. Continue treating yourself and others with kindness. Continue believing that growth has value even when progress feels slow. The future is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for. One day, you may look back on this season and realize that what felt like a delay was actually protection. What felt like waiting was actually preparation. What felt like confusion was actually a lesson guiding you toward greater clarity. In that moment, the entire journey will make more sense than it does today. So walk forward with hope, my beloved child. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward knowing that your story is still being written. New opportunities will come. New lessons will arrive. New blessings will appear. And when they do, you will be ready because of everything you have already overcome. The ending of this story is not disappointment. The ending is growth. The ending is not fear. The ending is courage. The ending is not uncertainty. The ending is trust. And as this chapter closes, Archangel Michael's message is simple: keep going. Keep believing. Keep growing. Because some of the brightest chapters of your life may still be waiting just ahead, and the person you have become is ready to meet them with wisdom, strength, and hope.